What's up, guys? Today we got an awesome video for you today. We are going on the Matco truck and Michael is going to show you his top tools. So let's go see what Michael's picks are. You guys, come on. Alright, for those that may not know my Matco dealer, here's his name. And here's his phone number, and we're going on his truck now, and he's going to show you his favorite Matco tools.
What's going on, guys? So we're going to start with number 10. I think Clay has one of these, used one of these, maybe even likes these.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to start with the easy clamp. Number 10. I like this tool for many different reasons. Beads the solder, that's, you know, one-handed operation. Of course you still got to have your solder in the other hand, but you're not trying to hold two wires of solder and everything else. So I really like that. It allows you to heat the wire up and solder pretty quick and effectively. So that's going to be my number 10. If you've ever did a whole lot of soldering in tight spots, it's hard to get down there, hold it. I know that everybody has a different technique as far as soldering. I like to twist my wires together in a way that the solder can kind of sink down and hit several different points. Even with that being said, sometimes you still got to hold it tight, that way it doesn't pull apart. So with these clamps on the end here, it holds it for me. I'm able to solder. I really like that tool. I've done a few odd and end jobs with that tool. I was really impressed.
I agree.
So that's number 10.
An awesome tool.
This is going to be my number 9. It's going to be a power and ground outlet.
Oh, I love that thing right there.
Well, I know a lot of people is probably going to say, well, I got the Power Probe, it's got a 30-foot cord. Yeah, but I don't want to drag that cord around constantly, especially not inside the vehicle and stuff like that. I can put this in a cigarette lighter. Hey, it's going to tell me the cigarette lighter's working, so
yep.
I mean, if that's the complaint, which I was a dealership technician, that was 100 different complaints a week was probably that. And normally it was a penny down inside there or whatever, but sometimes it wasn't. Sometimes they had done got the object out, or they had done took their faulty phone charger or whatever out. Again, I know you can take a test light and reach down in there, but you're looking for that ground source.
Yep.
So, looking for a ground source, right there it is. It's got your, you know, power ground. I'm done. I'm right there at it.
Guys that's working on big trucks, this is a lifesaver because you can stick that in a sleeper. There's never nowhere to ground anything in a sleeper when you're working on a big truck, so this is worth its money. A light bulb will come on, tells you cigarette lighter's working. You got available hot, that way you can use one of these super awesome test lights here that lights up green for ground or red for hot. You put it on the ground side of your clamp, you touch, you know, your ground clamp will be on the hot side, and you touch any hot wire and it's going to light up and show green. That means you got a hot wire, so that thing's invaluable.
It's a nice, cheap tool that's going to save you some time. Get that job that you really don't want to do anyway out of the way, and you can go right on to the next.
Okay. So
my number 8 is going to be this extra long chisel set with holder. We've all had that time. We probably don't want to admit it to where we've hit our hand, but like me, I'm easily distracted, so this just keeps it. Plus it gives you something else to, I mean, if you've got a handle, you're not going to be just too afraid to hit it.
yeah.
Just hit it with a real good lick on there, get it done, get it over with. It's a little, to me, it's a little bit more accurate for me because I can hold it a little better. Especially if I got a big hammer, but you know, I really like that tool. I think I know a couple of people's got them around in my area. Yeah, they're really good tools.
And it's got an awesome little canvas pouch.
It does have a pouch.
When you leave one out or when Wally borrows one.
There you go. When one gets lost for you, you got that there. So that's my number 8. My number 7, I'm gonna go with a wrench set. So I know everybody's got wrenches, different types of wrenches, but I really like these Extractor wrenches. I think I've said it in a few other videos. I think they're worth their money 3 times over. Not because of what you've done, but because of somebody else has done. So basically, 90% rounded. This will take it off. I've seen great videos to where people's just tested it to the limits. 90% rounded up here and like 70 up here. So for that person that used the wrong socket, or maybe used the wrong wrench, or maybe just didn't know what they're doing in general, that makes your life more difficult. I know there's extractor sockets and stuff like that, and we'd rather use a socket when we can, but there's some places that you just can't get a socket to. That this is going to get in there, it's going to take it out. You're going to be able to breathe that sigh of relief because you're going to be able to put the right bolt back in and go on with the job. So that's my number 7. These also carry a lifetime warranty, so if for some reason they do get messed up, you just turn them back in and get you another wrench that's going to get the job done again.
That's right. That's awesome.
My number 6 is going to be something that I know not a whole lot of people use a lot of. I like screwdrivers. I know they're becoming a little bit more thing of the past. When I do have to use a screwdriver, I want one that's going to get the job done, but I want one that's also going to feel comfortable in my hand and not slip. We had a different design, still do. We've got them to where they don't have the non-grip. I really like these because of the non-slip here. That way my hands get oily, they get greasy. I can still get a bite on it, I can still get a turn on it. I really like these as well, but due to the fact that they're lifetime warranty, I'm a big stickler for lifetime warranty. So with these having a lifetime warranty, I know if they begin to start to round the screw out, or if I break the tip, however the tip may get broke, I have it to where I can get a lifetime warranty and we can go on from there.
And y'all replace the whole screwdriver, right?
We do. We
replace
the whole screwdriver. That shows you our butterfly that goes inside there, so it shows you that we're not able to drive it in. Even if your Matco guy wanted to drive another one in, there's no way. You're going to get a whole new screwdriver. So with that being said, if the handle breaks, the screwdriver tip breaks, you're going to swap it in and get another one, and then we're going to go on about our day. So that lifetime warranty makes a big difference. 5, I like the new style picks that they got. So I know everybody fights their radiator clamp or radiator hoses and stuff like that. Not only that, but sometimes you need the hook to pull something through. I really like the new style hooks. It's got a different handle on them. I like the style of that handle. These carry a lifetime warranty as well. So, and these even have a striker on the top of them. So I really enjoy these here.
And those come in all the colors too?
They come in green, red, and orange. So I like colors. I think you're the one that told me that you just don't like the burgundy. You're not a fan of the burgundy. So I like the fact that they went to the orange. I'm hoping to see the high-vis yellow in the handles before long. But that's going to be due time. So number 4, I'm going to go with our pry bars. So we still have our old style pry bars, or I still have a set. Your dealer may have done sold through his. But I'm going with the pry bars because I like the fact that they carry a lifetime warranty. I like the new handle style on it. The other ones, I like the way they fit, but sometimes the bigger ones were a little bulky in your hand, which, yeah, I know we're, being picky now, but still, I just like the way these fit in my hand. Still have the striker plate, still have a lifetime warranty, so I really like the pry bars.
So if somebody's got one of these and they get them warranted, this is probably
that's probably going to be their new handle. They're still going through these, so for the time being, you may actually still get that handle, but eventually you're going to get this handle here. I know as a technician, I probably wouldn't have liked that right off the bat because I like to keep all my stuff the same, but by the time it's over with, you're going to have a great tool replacing it. So in the end, I'd rather see a great tool replacing a great tool than getting a lesser quality.
Right, absolutely.
So my next one, I'm going to go with the Impact that we just come out with. It's going to be the 2779. I really like this impact. When I first started selling these, I really hadn't used it a whole lot. I actually got to use one. I actually got to play with it. I love this gun. It had some big shoes to fill. They're filling it just fine, plus some. So I'm really glad. I was kind of afraid to see the upgrade. Now I'm really proud we done it. We got a better tool. We, 2-year warranty. Just take anything and everything off. So that's.
And there's been 2 of those sold right here at our shop.
2 of these sold right here at this shop. So you know that we like them a lot. Number 2, I'm gonna go with the ratchets. This is my all-time favorite ratchet. Of course, this ain't the one that I own, but this is a ratchet that I made much of my money with just because it was my favorite ratchet. I didn't always need one this long. I didn't always need the 3/8, but the way it was a lock and flex head, the way the comfort grip fit in my hand, I just really like this ratchet. I know some people don't like the flex head locking. My thing is unlock it and then it's no longer locked in, right?
That's what I say.
I know I've seen some that don't lock. I don't like that just because there is times that I'm going to get in a need to where I'm going to have it bent like that, and I'm going to go in there and hit 14 different things, and by the time it's done with, it's going to be like that, and I'm going to be out of luck. So
you're right.
I really like the lock and flex head. I can get it close to what I need, lock it, and then I can manage it. So these carry a lifetime warranty as well, which is great. Rebuild it. You're going to strip one out eventually. If you're working on cars, something's going to break. Nothing is, in my knowledge, nothing can never be broken. I've got some customers, if I tell them that it's indestructible, it's going to be broke the next week just to show me that it's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, this would be my number 2 all-time favorite. Made a bunch of money with it.
Yeah.
Tested and approved.
I did a video on why I like a lock and flex head better than any other, because when it's this way and it's locked, it's the same as having a standard straight head ratchet like this. And when you leave it unlocked here, it's the same as just a regular flex head. And then of course the locking is always a plus. So I say it's one does the work of 3 with that.
Yeah. So I picked this ratchet just in general because it was my favorite. My size, the size of it, and everything. But I really like all of the Matco ratchets. Any and all of the. I love the 88 tooth. But as my favorite ratchet, it's going to have a comfort grip for me. Everybody's view may be different. It's going to have a comfort grip, and it's got to have the capability for flex head. Yeah. I mean, I sell a lot of the non-flex head. That's great. If that's what you like, that can be one of your top 10. But to me, I want it to have the capability, like you said, to be a flex head ratchet.
I was against the comfort grips to start with because, I like to keep my tools clean. I was like, man, I'm not going to get that, so it's too hard to keep clean. And after I used the first one, and I realized I could take tub towels.
Right.
And they look just as good as before.
Just as good, so.
I don't even have, I think I own 1 ratchet now. I've got 59 ratchets total, and 1 ratchet is a hard handle.
Yeah. Well, and I like to keep mine clean. I was able to keep it clean as well, but my worry at first, when I first got it, somebody actually gave me my first ratchet, so I couldn't be too picky about it. But the only reason I didn't like it at first, I thought it would be too bulky, thought it would get in the way. Your hand's there anyway, so it doesn't matter. As long as you can grab it, in my opinion, you're gonna be good. So
I agree.
That's my number 2.
That's why you just got to get longer ones. That way you get your hand further up out of the way.
Yeah. My number 1, I've played with it. I've tried it out. It's not, my number 1 is not something that if I was a new tech that I would jump into right away. But being that I was a tech for several years, you're going to have vehicles that you need it. My number 1 is the Max 3.0 scanner. I really like everything that it has the capability of doing. It has the capability of the Max Flex, or Max Fix, to where I can go on, I can look at TSBs, see if there's any recalls, but it also has the capability to do the scopes and all that good stuff on there. But I like the way it's simple. It breaks it down simple. It's going to give me the code. When I do a health scan on it, it's going to give me the codes out beside them, tell me every system that has the codes in it. I want to be able to click on it. It's going to tell me what it's going on, but it's also going to give me an option to click on it. If I've got the max fix with it, I can click on it. It tells me the normal causes of it. No scanner is going to diagnose it and tell you exactly what it is, but this one tries its best.
Right.
It leads you right to it. It does a lot of things that the other ones doesn't do. I'm sure that if I used it every single day, I might find something that it didn't know how to do. But everything I've tried to do with it is did it quick, simple. The price point to me for a scanner that does all that it does, I think the price point's great.
Mm-hmm.
So they took them a while to come out with a 3.0, and I think that the wait was worth it because of what all it does.
Right.
Everybody that I've sold one to really likes it. There is times that they call me and go, hey, I know this thing probably does it, how does it do it? And we have to sit there and play with it and figure it out. But then when it does it, we're like, oh, well, that should have been caught. Yeah. That was operator error. So it's even the active test. You go to it, it tells you how and to make it do the active test, you know. Instead of me just guessing that the key's got to be off, which most of them tell you key off and stuff like that, this one kind of goes in depth, tells you what the temperatures and stuff need to be. So if you are a technician, you've established yourself, you've got the basics, and the only thing holding you up is a great scanner, that's going to be the one that's my top.
I agree.
I normally don't let scanners into my top tools just because they're expensive and you don't use them all the time. But that one's actually got me out of a couple of binds, even with this truck.
Mm-hmm.
So when they can take and get me out of a bind and not only help me fix the vehicle, but you know, I can print, show the customer, I can charge for it because I did a pre and post scan on it, so I can show you the pre and post scan, and I can even look at the, you know, data list and stuff like that. But I can also take it to where I'm not in a dealership, I don't know if it's got a recall. I can take it, I can look the recall up, and instead of throwing parts at a car that's not going to fix it because it needs a reflash that only the dealership can do, or somebody with a J-box, I have this that I can get a J-box with. Or they've recently come out with a new one that you can actually do reflashes through Matco, but I didn't add it just yet because I haven't used it. But this one will let me know the recalls. It'll let me know the service bulletins. The service bulletins are key because that means they've had enough of these problems, enough of these codes. Hey, this is what it's probably going to be, follow this. So all the help I can get, that's going to be my number one for my top 10.
And what I like about that, because I'm sure we're probably not the only shop. I'm sure there's some other shops like us that work on anything from a Honda Accord up to a Peterbilt,
that's right,
you know, dump trucks or whatever, and that one scan tool can do every bit of it. So.
That's right. You can buy it either way. You can buy it to where, well, you can buy it three ways. You can buy it to where to just do the cars, light duty trucks, you know, your light things. Then you can also buy it to where to do both. You can buy it to where to do light duty and heavy duty like you're talking about. You've got it all in one, all in the same fingertips. That's great. When a dealership can only do, you know, their brand, they're limited. Well, when a outside competitor can only do certain brands, you're limited. So this allows you to broaden your view, lets you do it all. You can also buy it just to do the HD. So if you say, you know what, yeah, but I only needed to do the HD. Well, you can buy it just to do the HD. If I was ever on the fence, I might do light duty cars later on. Go ahead and buy both. Because if you buy just the HD, there's no way to go back and add the light duty. Yeah. You can always add the HD to the light duty, but you can't add the light duty to heavy duty. So that's another, I mean, there's so many things that you can't mention on this, the tech to tech and all that. But overall, if you're an established tech, you're looking for a great scanner, ask your Matco dealer, see if they got a demo, let you use it, and see the great advantages of it.
I agree. I have to say, out of your top 10, these I think should have been in there. Those are the greatest scrapers on the market today. Well, and if anybody has got a scraper that's better than that one, I want to see it.
I had every intention of putting that in my top 10, and I guess I was doing top 11 in my head. I don't know, but I went right past it. So,
well, this is the part number. If you guys have not ever used these, honestly, these are the best most useful scrapers you'll use. If you slip, they're not going to cut you, but they scrape gaskets off or sealing off or even anaerobic sealing. It will take it off. It's great. They're great.
I have a lot of customers that ask me if they're great, and just off of your reviews, Wally's, Bill's, I'd say they're awesome. I've never used them. I use a razor blade. I can tell you, if that thing ain't gonna cut me, hey, that's great. And I can't tell you how many times I've slipped with a razor blade.
You can slip, and it's gonna hurt because I mean it's metal, but you know you ain't even gonna need a band-aid. You're gonna cuss. Don't get me wrong. You're still gonna cuss, but like. These are awesome, and you know when we first started using them, was all like, man, if they made a thinner handle, that would be the world's perfect scraper.
Yeah.
Because there's times that handle's too big, but it's a very comfortable handle. And then look at here, they answer the prayer. So those are the best scrapers.
So I guess I just messed up, got camera shy. I don't know, but I forgot. I had every intention on having it there. So yeah, great scrapers. They sell great. If you're in need of a scraper, give that thing a shot.
They're good.
I mean, I've even sold them to people. I'm not sure your dealer would do it, but I've even told people if they're on the fence about it, because they're for price point.
They're weird looking.
Yeah,
like when you look at them, you're like, they can't work.
Price point, they're a little high for a scraper. You're like, I don't know, you know. And then they kind of look weird, but once you use them, you're like, hey, man, it's not here. Yeah, give them to me. So
they're high until you have to do an axle seal.
Yeah.
Then you realize those are the greatest scrapers on earth.
Well, any technician knows that if he'll get the job done quick, fast, and in a hurry, it's worth the money.
So they're worth it.
The price that it is, if I was still doing timing covers and stuff like that, head gaskets every day, I would buy them in a hurry. Knowing the price of them, I'd buy them in a hurry. But yeah, I forgot those. So.
Well, I highly endorse them. Like if I was going to pick one item on the truck that I can say everybody would buy and everybody would love, regardless, it would be that. Because it don't matter if you're a different tool manufacturer's fanboy, those are the best scrapers they would be, without a doubt.
I would agree. Just seeing them work. I haven't used them, but seeing them work and everything, I would agree they're the best ones.
They are. Well, so Michael?
There's my top 11. So
top 11. There you go.
Whoops.
Alright guys, like always, if you want any of this stuff, you can always get up to your Matco dealer, or you can go to Matco Tools online and get what you need. Like always, if you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up and click that subscribe button. There's some links down in the description below. You guys check them out. But we got to get back to work. Y'all have a great one.